Two of my channels were demonetized. I know you're probably wondering, what did I do that made me demonetized? But let me explain.
All right, so today I'm going to be talking about this guy here, right? Now, the name of his channel says Grow with Paul. I stumbled on his video today while I was just surfing through my YouTube channel and checking channels that I like my YouTube channel, and I saw this video, and the title of this video says, I got demonetized for life, don't try this after YouTube monetization, So I got interested in the whole story and I watched the video. But let's come to this guy's channel, right? This is his channel, and don't worry, I'll give you the full gist. I'll give you everything that he said. All right, now he has 161 subscribers and 15 videos, and as you can see, he already has videos that have done 3.4k, and this guy is a hero. This guy is somebody I am very, very proud of. This guy is earning a living, is working towards earning a living out of honest means. I am so proud of this guy, and his story is one that particularly interests me. Now, this is what happened. Now, he had two channels. He was able to monetize two channels. I don't know how he did them, but he was able to monetize these two channels, right? Now, one of these channels got demonetized. Two of the channels got demonetized anyway, but the first one got demonetized through normal reuse content. Like, if you use content that you have used before, maybe you do not do enough editing to make it different, right? YouTube is going to come for you. That's a known, that's a given, right? Now, he did that and he got demonetized. That's not the story that I want to talk about. Now, the real story I want to talk about is the second one, where he will I think that's the one he really puts in a lot of hard work. Now, in this one, he said he got monetized and he even made some money. I think he said about $20, and I was really happy for this guy. See, listen, if you're a YouTuber, even if it's $1 or $1 that you make, you will be very excited about it because you have seen it many times happen, and it must have taken a lot of time before you got to that point where it really happened. So this guy already made like $20. Now, it was time for him to know, when you start making money, YouTube will start sending you messages that you should add an AdSense account, right? But he did not have a valid ID at that time, so he went to a friend of his, right? Now, this friend of his had a bigger channel, about 12k or thereabout, but this guy was not following YouTube rules, right? He was using content from other channels, so he asked that his friend to do him a favor, the favor of lending him his AdSense account, so that he will use that AdSense account to verify his own append it to his own YouTube account and use it to collect the money. He said this guy is somebody that he trusts, so he will put that guy's AdSense account in his own account so that YouTube will pay the money into this guy's AdSense account and he would collect it from his friend. That was the plan ultimately. Now, and they did it and it went fine, but this is where everything started getting wrong. Now, his friend that has not been following YouTube rules, that has been using other people's content for one reason or the other, I think he was reported. So he got 3 strikes. Now, in YouTube, when you get 3 strikes, when you get 3 strikes, you have 7 days. You have 7 days to try to talk to the person who gave you the strike. Now, listen, this is how people usually, because some people have not experienced YouTube strikes, and if you've not experienced YouTube strikes, that's when you'll be playing with other people's content anyhow. Do you understand? Now, this is what happened to this guy. Now, he was using other people's content, Now, you can be using other people's content for 5 years, 10 years. Now, when the day those people decide to, strike you or report you or anything like that, YouTube is more tilted towards them. YouTube is more tilted towards supporting them, especially when they can prove that this content belongs to them, and you have more like used the content unfairly. YouTube usually will support those people against you, and they don't even have time to come and do plenty things. Of course, you can try to appeal, but most times those appeals don't go too far, So this his friend had done something like that, and he got 3 strikes, and he had 7 days to Now, the only way that you can solve that kind of issue is to go and talk to that guy that reported you. And usually, especially if there are people, if they're Americans, like people outside, and they will usually not listen to you. They will usually just allow. So his channel was scheduled for deleting. That's what usually happens. YouTube tells you that your channel has been scheduled to be deleted in 7 days, right? If you're able to resolve with that guy within 7 days, of course you are good. But if you are not, my dear, your channel will be deleted, except you are now able to prove that you are the owner of the content, right? And you better be sure about what you are doing. You better be sure that you are really the owner, because when you even start the process, they'll tell you that you're actually starting a legal process. You know, all of these things happened to me before, and it was really one of the reasons why I started talking about mentoring people in YouTube, because there are mistakes that I made that made me lose my whole channel that I should not have made. Now, this is something similar to what this guy has also done now. So let me go back to his story. Now, he met his guy. This guy gave him his AdSense. Now this guy is now in trouble because his channel is scheduled to be deleted. Now he now told him that, okay, since your channel is scheduled to be deleted, just delete your AdSense, which I've already added to my channel, right? Now, as he deleted his AdSense, because the reason why they deleted that AdSense is because they were afraid that since that AdSense is the one that's linked to this problematic YouTube channel, it was also going to affect his own. And I think that is where he made the mistake. So I did a little bit of research. I don't want to go into all of that research, but I did a little bit of research, and I listened to some top YouTubers in Nigeria, and a lot of them actually say this, and I'm really shocked that they say this. A lot of them say that if you have an AdSense account attached to two YouTube accounts, and one of them gets in trouble or deleted or gets strike or anything like that, now that is going to affect this other AdSense this other YouTube account, which is not true. Now, this is what I'm going to prove all of this. It is not true that if an AdSense account is attached to two YouTube accounts, right? Listen to me. If an AdSense account is attached to two YouTube accounts and one of the YouTube accounts gets in trouble, it does not have anything to do with this account. So this guy deleted the AdSense account, right? Now he can no longer change the AdSense account on his own YouTube, because the AdSense that was there before had been deleted, and they did not need to delete it. That's what I'm saying. And this is something that happens when you do YouTube without being in a community, when you do YouTube without being in some sort of environment where you can ask questions. And sometimes you can never go wrong with asking questions. But if you're doing YouTube and you're just alone, you're just the one motivating yourself, doing yourself, you're just alone, right? The people you have access to are people on YouTube. You go on YouTube and then you watch people's videos and all of that. There's no sense of community. Listen, if you want to learn anything, join a community. Anything that you are doing in life, anything that you are involved in, make sure that you are in one or two communities about that thing, right? This is very important. Now, I made that mistake. I was not in any community, and my YouTube channel should not have been deleted, but it was deleted because I did not know one or two things. Now, this guy also has made that same mistake again. If he had known that he did not have to delete that AdSense account. Now, let's do a little bit of research. Let's go to ChatGPT. I don't even want to talk too much about this. Let's just go to ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT the question so that we'll see what ChatGPT says about all of this. Sometimes, okay, now let's go. Let's say if I have appended an AdSense account to two YouTube channels and one of them gets deleted for 3 strikes, right? You have to get 3 strikes to get deleted. For 3 strikes, what will the other YouTube channel be affected? Right? All right, let's see how that goes. If I've appended an AdSense account to 2 YouTube channels and one of them gets deleted for 3 strikes, will the other YouTube channel be affected? Now it says if one of your YouTube channels receives 3 strikes and gets deleted and you have both channels connected to the same AdSense account, here's what typically happens. The short answer, no. The other YouTube channel will not automatically be affected just because it shares the same AdSense account. However, there are important caveats. What can still cause issues? Policy violations across channels. That means that if you have violated YouTube policy on this other account, then you'll be in trouble, but if you have not, you are still good, right? If you are trying to evade bans, like ban evasion, if YouTube deletes a channel and later find out that you are using another channel to continue similar content or behavior, that means that if this account is innocent, right, the AdSense account is not enough reason, right? It's not enough reason to delete or have problems for you to have problems with this other account just because the AdSense account was also attached to another account that has problems. So AdSense account suspension, this is the third caveat, right? AdSense account suspension, rare but possible if YouTube determines there's invalid traffic, click fraud or severe policy abuse. That means if you're not doing anything wrong in this channel, if it's just that you attach this guy's AdSense, there's no problem. It just hurts me that this guy made that mistake, and I don't know right now, I don't understand the state of things with that account, if it still can be remedied, if you can change that AdSense account into another one. Now this guy is saying what you can do. ChatGPT says what you can do: keep content and behavior policy compliance, avoid linking channels that are high risk, do not create a new channel to replace a deleted one unless you are sure it's not violating YouTube terms. This could result in that new one being deleted too. All right, so we've been able to show, if you see, I've done this research several times. If you attach one AdSense account to 2 YouTube accounts and one of the YouTube accounts has a problem, please know that this other one is not just for that reason. It's not just going to have a problem just because this other one had a problem. Because are you going to start having several AdSense accounts? Now there are people who have 4 YouTube accounts. Are you going to create an AdSense account for each of them? Are you going to do that? So this is what happened. Let's go to this guy's channel, and please, I'm going to leave a link to his channel. I think this guy is a role model. This guy is a hardworking Nigerian, and I think that he did not have to go through that if only he was in a valid YouTube community where he could ask questions and hear from other creators, people who are working hard like him. You understand? If you're interested in doing this, if you're interested in joining a community, please, I'm going to leave the link to my own personal community where we are usually just talking about YouTube, motivating each other, organizing trainings, yada yada yada, and all of that.